welcome back to my channel. My name is Moon Dancer. How you guys doing today? I want to do a 5-part series on energy essentials. And energy, it's so important because, well, that's what fuels your spell work or your magical workings, and during meditation, you know, it's that inner energy that really gets you deep into the meditation where you need to be. The way I look at it is your energy is kind of like your life source or your life force, you know, whichever way you want to look at it. And every witch uses energy, excuse me, for their magical workings, and it's literally all around us. Mother Earth, the plants, the animals, the sun, the moon, they all have energy. And sometimes in our witchcraft, spell work, whatever you want to call it, we draw energy from those things to help us. And of course, if you do that, it's always important to give energy back when you get done. Just a little tip there. So I'm going to do this 5-part series. And the reason it's going to be in 5 parts is there's so many different kinds of exercises that you guys can do energy wise, and I'm getting this off of this amazing book. I really like this book. I've enjoyed reading it. It's Energy Essentials for Witches and Spellcasters by Maya Ohm. And get a good look at that. So these ain't my these ain't my exercises. They come out of here. So, and like I said, there's a bunch of them. So I'm turning this into a 5-part thing and having, you know, 3 to 4 exercises on each one. And you guys are more than welcome to do them. If you decide it's not for you, hey, that's cool too. No hard feelings. If you just want to do one of them, that's cool too. This is just kind of a learning thing. There's, you know, like no big challenge like I did in the last one. So I'm going to get to the first exercise. And however, excuse me, your dominant hand, 90% of the time, it's the hand you write with. This is the hand, yeah, that's right. This is the hand that you give energy. Idle hands. No, I'm just joking. So this is your dominant hand. The other one would be your passive. So you got dominant and you got passive. Wax on, wax off. Just joking, guys. For this first exercise, it's pretty simple. You're going to hold your passive hand out. Palm up, excuse me. You're going to do the same with your dominant. You know, good length apart. They don't have to be, but good length. You don't want them touching. And then you're going to fold your fingers over, oh so gently. Don't make a fist. Don't touch your palm. Just oh so gently like that. You see how I'm doing that? And next you're going to pull that thumb out. Let it hang out. Like you're hitchhiking for a ride. But remember, don't make a fist, because that can block your chakras. Next, you want your thumb parallel to your palm. I just better hold it up here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And then, if you notice, already starting to feel something. Like, haven't even really actually started. And you just kind of want to do a sweeping motion from your palm to your fingers. Let me try doing this sideways. You can see how I'm doing that, kind of, sort of. And you can feel that energy running through your hand as your dominant hand moves. It actually feels really cool, guys. Like, you gotta try this. And if you notice, the energy is actually stronger in your palm. Now, if you guys aren't feeling this, the other option is instead start from your palm and sweep down to your elbow. And try not to touch. I just did that. Oops. And you can just feel it. And it's probably different for everybody. You could feel warmth. You could feel a tingling. It could feel cold. But you should definitely feel it when doing that. And yeah, that was actually really cool. If you have not tried that, you have to. Yes, you do. Well, that's the first exercise. You know, starting off simple. Hey, it happens. And at this point in time, before I move on, you rub your hands together. Kind of. It also helps get rid of any residual energy. I'm sure you just didn't pull negative energy off yourself. I mean, I guess it's possible. You can also clap your hands too. And this also works in opening your hand chakras. So if you're still not feeling anything when you do that, just give them a rub or start clapping, you know, wake them up. So that's the first one. Let's continue on for number 2. Hey guys, welcome back. Got a different setup here, I know, but our next exercise is about energy in inanimate objects. Wow. Okay. So what you'll need is a rock. And let me see if I can lower that just a little bit for you guys. I don't think that did any good. Here's a rock. Let's see. Okay. Now it says a piece of a whole fruit. You know, like an apple, a pear, an orange, something like that. Well, I didn't have either of that. So I am using an onion. Yes. As funny as that sounds. But I guess it works. And then you need a green leaf. Good luck, because it's November and it is cold. But I found one. Green leaf. The other thing you'll need is quartz crystal. or a piece of one. Doesn't matter how big. You'll need that. Now, it says to lay him on a flat table. Well, lay him on a table or a flat surface. We're doing this on my bed. Woohoo! Okay, you remember the hitchhiker's hand. Curl those fingers in. Get that thumb out with your dominant hand again. Like I said, 90% of the time it's the one you write with. So, we're going to start with the rock first. You're going to do that sweeping motion that we did over ourselves around the rock. And just see what you feel there. About ½ an inch above the rock. You don't want to touch it. And just go over it with your hitchhiker's thumb. And just kind of take note of what you feel. You know, do you feel anything? Any like magnetic feeling? Tingling? Let's see, what's like a static feeling, any of those. Then you're gonna go to what's supposed to be fruit, but I'm gonna go over my onion and just do that again. And you don't have to be fast about it. And again, just take note of what you feel. You know, get familiar with the different energy that you're feeling there. Then you're going to go on to your green leaf. And again, you're just doing that sweeping motion. And take note of what you feel. And then last but not least, your crystal. And again, you're just going to do that sweeping motion. Make sure your hand's not in a fist and your fingers ain't touching your palms. That was just the first part. For the second part, passive hand gets to play too. You're going to pick up the rock with your passive hand and put it in the palm of your hand like that. And you're going to do this with that sweeping motion and your hitchhiker's hand. And you're just going to see how that feels. Does it feel any different from when you were holding it? I think so. I can, it feels stronger, you know, in my opinion. I can definitely feel a difference. My onion. Onion. Okay. So, you're just going to do that sweeping motion again. I can definitely feel a difference between when I was holding it and when it was just laying on the bed. I can definitely feel that. And your green leaf. I don't know if I was supposed to pick that up with my dominant hand, by the way. And then, ooh. This leaf has got a lot of energy. Like, I felt that. That was pretty dang cool. For me, it's like a cross between static and tingling. Very cool. This leaf has a lot of juice. Last but not least, your crystal. And again, I picked it up with my dominant hand. apparently it didn't actually affect anything. And you're just going to do that sweeping motion with your hitchhiker hand. And I'm not feeling as much with the leaf, but the crystal is definitely stronger, has a stronger energy than the rock and the onion. Now, just compare the differences. What was different when the items were in your palm versus when they weren't? Just kind of think about that, because then that gives you an idea how energy works, and also how to sense it, because that's mainly what part 1's about. And I have a feeling I did not even mention that in the beginning, but this is about sensing energy and getting familiar with how it feels. And so that's what this is. And if you have to, rub those hands, get rid of any residual energy, clap them, woo. And let's move on to number 3. Alright guys, exercise number 3. In this one, we are going to wake up, woo, the 7 major chakras. Now, they're all blah, 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 right there. I'm just being funny. I want you to sit or lie down, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm going to somewhat do this with you guys while I'm explaining it, because this is more of a, almost like a meditation, so it's kind of hard to be filming this and getting in a meditative state. So yeah, anyways, get yourself comfortable and find somewhere where you're not going to get disturbed, and start to relax yourself. Take deep breaths. Start from your head and work all the way down to all of your body parts. Get them all relaxed. If you need to, if you have more tensed areas, you can focus a little bit longer on those. Just get yourself completely relaxed all the way to your toes. Don't fall asleep. You're not supposed to fall asleep. That's not part of the exercise. We are going to open our chakras. We're going to start with the crown first, which is right here. In your mind's eye, I want you to picture a spinning disc, a violet spinning disc. Just picture it. And just focus on it. Let that thought take over your mind. Let that image take over your mind. After a bit, you should start feeling a warmth. That is your chakras, or that is your chakra opening. And once you start feeling that, then we can move on to the next chakra, which that is your third eye, which is right between your brows. For that one, in your mind's eye, I want you to picture a indigo spinning disc just right there, and just focus on that image and just imagining it opening. Once you start feeling that warmth or that tingling, then that chakra's open. You can move on to the next, which is your throat chakra. And for it, I want you to picture a blue spinning disc. Just right there, just spinning. Hold on guys, I gotta swat that fly away. Sorry. Just picture it, imagine it in your mind's eye. Just spinning and feeling that warmth. And once you feel it open, then we can move on to, let's see, the fourth chakra, which is your heart. And it, or not your heart chakra. It's right next to your heart. And for it, I want you to picture a green spinning disc. Just vibrant and green, and it's spinning and it feels so warm, and you feel it opening. And once you feel that opening up, then we can move on. And your next one is right below your rib cage. Gotta sit up tall just to show you guys. Anyways, and we are going to picture a yellow spinning disc. Just right there, you know, just feel it spinning. See it vibrant and yellow. And just feel that warmth and let it open. And once you have that, then we'll move on to the next one, which is right behind your belly button. Right here. And for this one, I want you to picture a orange spinning disc. Just in your mind's eye, just get that image in your head, let it take over, and start feeling that warmth. And once you have it open, your last one is your root chakra, which is a little bit lower, right below your abdomen. So yeah. I want you to picture a red spinning disc. And again, let that image just fill your mind's eye and see it spinning and feel it getting warm. Once you have that done, all your chakras will be open. Now, I want you to take this moment to just meditate on it and feel the connection between all 7 when they're all open. Feel the energy, you know, flow between one and another together. You know, just feel all that. Feel all that. You know, really take note of that. Like, not physically. You don't have to stop it all and write on pen and paper. Take note of it in your mind. You know, save it for later to write down. Once we've done that, now that we have all our chakras open, let's get that dominant hand out. This time, don't necessarily have to do the whole hitchhiker thumb. You can if you want to. But now that they're all open, you're just gonna hover your dominant hand over each one, starting with your crown chakra. And then once you feel that pulsating, let it go. Just remove it. And feel that chakra go back to its original energy. Isn't that cool? That is so awesome. You can feel it pulsating, and then just whoosh. It's like, honestly, I can't find the perfect word to actually describe how that felt. Like, it kind of reminded me of when you throw a pebble in the water. When it first hits, it pulsates. But then as it keeps going, it kind of starts dying down. That's kind of what that reminded me of. Actually, that's a good metaphor. Honestly, I just thought of that at the top of my head. Take note to yourself how that felt. And then when you're done, move on to your third eye. Peekaboo. Anyway. And just feel it pulsate. Feel that energy. And then whoosh. That is such an awesome feeling. You guys gotta do this. I'm serious. And then down to your throat. Yep, there's the pulse. And whoosh. This is really cool, guys. I'm serious. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but do that with your heart chakra, and then just work all the way down till you get to your root chakra. And then think about how that felt. What changed when you removed your dominant hand? And how did that feel? That's what this is about, guys. Like, oh, it's so exciting. Sensing your own energy, and you know, like, our bodies are just full of energy. And I've loved doing these exercises because then you can really actually feel what your body has, you know, and it's just awesome. It's amazing. These were smaller exercises, like I said. This is just the beginning, but I will have more. And so, I mean, all you gotta do is stay tuned for part 2, which I don't know for sure when that's gonna be out, but just keep an eye out on it. You can always, you know, like and subscribe to my channel, because then you can stay updated when I do get it posted. And I will also have a blog post for each one of these in the Hatchling clan. That link's going to be below. You guys got to check us out. We're an awesome community, I'm telling you. But I hope you guys really enjoy these exercises. I really do think it's amazing sensing your own energy. And the exercises are just gonna keep getting bigger, you know. I'll give you a little sneak peek hint for part 2. I'm gonna say one word: Mother Earth. Okay, that was 2. My bad. But y'all get the point. We just sensed our own. Let's see what other energy we can sense, right? Because we got Mrs. Dominant and Mrs. Passive, and they're ready to sense away. I hope to see you guys back for part 2. And I hope you have a great day, and blessed be, guys. I enjoyed doing this with you. And don't forget to dance under the moon.
She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I've got a premonition that girl's gonna make me fall.